Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny,
JD
and Erin.
So, special one today. We're not going to spin the wheel. JD has said that we are ready.
They're getting there. They're getting there. Well, we've seen that they've survived Black Swan and Dynamite, which were pretty hard. So well done, ladies.
Thank you.
We're now going to delve into the introduction to BTS videos because again, we're starting over on Patreon. We're watching the Gaios and everything, so they're getting to learn more about the guys and their personalities, off stage, things like that. So yeah, you're definitely more invested. Which again, apologies. I know a lot of your viewers have been so patient. Thank you. It's just because in my experiences, and I've watched reactors and people learning about BTS for the first time, and I've seen them start with, and it is ironic because of course it's an introduction to BTS video, you'd think to watch it first, but what I have seen is people watch it and especially the hardships, Nobody's to Legends and things like that videos, they don't mean as much. And so I just thought, do you know what, and also I didn't quite know if you girls would be into BTS. Happily, yeah, they are. They seem to be. So we started with MVs, obviously. First journey at the beginning was with Not Today. So yeah, I'm really glad that you're obviously into it. I feel like you are both very emotionally invested. So yeah, we'll delve into these and then hopefully they'll mean more to you. And with every video that we go, Army in the comments are giving us amazing information and articles and videos, and I'm chatting with you guys as well. And Kat's giving us information. So you've got a lot more context, I think, around everything. So when you watch these videos, they won't be necessarily so much of, well, that doesn't make sense because I don't understand that. We've talked a lot about their journey, so I'm hoping that they'll make more sense and therefore they will hit a bit harder, if you know what I mean.
I'm excited because I've really enjoyed the Gaios and seeing them just be themselves. It's what made Sugar just rocket up there. I just love them.
Yeah, so it's not that we've still got them on the list. It's not the hardships video and it's not the Nobody's to Legend. We're literally going to start with the introduction to BTS created by xCeleste, who is a YouTube reactor and a BTS, big BTS army. She's awesome. Hello, if you watch this, we love you. She's awesome. I watch her channel. I'm a subscriber. So she does really good analysis videos as well of a lot of the MVs and stuff like that.
Oh,
so
that's what I need.
Yeah. And xCeleste has recently started a podcast with another YouTube reactor that I watch, which is Jose. So just literally all this stuff's coming from some of my favourite reactors and army. I'm just there, yay! So when I saw that xCeleste had created these videos, because there are a few introduction to BTS videos out there, and understandably anyone brand new would be like, which one should I watch? Any content that's created by xCeleste is I think it's really top notch because she is such a massive army herself, and she also understands the emotion behind it. So she creates the introduction video with a bit of their journey and in the right timeline, if you know what I mean. So yeah, she's just creating and editing videos, I think that do put sort of newer army on the right path, which is great. So we're choosing to watch xCeleste's video. No offence to any of the other introduction to BTS videos out there that are not created by xCeleste, but this is just the one we chose. And if you have any other recommendations, let us know.
A lot of people have requested this one though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's got a big following on YouTube. So, and again, for good reason. She knows what she's talking about. She does her research.
I haven't seen any of them yet. But is she American or is she Korean?
She's American, I believe. Okay. And apologies if, God forbid, if it turns out you're Canadian and I'm saying American.
Does she say
I believe. No, I believe you're American. So, yeah, her and Jose are both American. So,
does she have Instagram? And I go stalk her and look at all her stuff.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I need to find me that place.
Yeah. So if you're watching this, hi from London.
Hi, but Erin, if you're not on Instagram, you're not real.
Yeah, I need to be able to see a picture of you.
Oh, have you ever had that where you meet someone and you're like, oh yeah, I follow you on Instagram or something? And they're like, oh, I don't have it. And you're like, now I'm suspicious. What are you hiding from the world?
Yeah, but I was like that
on Instagram.
I was like that. I didn't have much social media at all.
Cooking, didn't we? We're like, come on.
Do you know what? I say that though, and then if someone's posting stuff on their Instagram, I'll be like, that's not even your real life.
Yeah, you're making that look far too perfect. No, I believe people on YouTube videos or Instagram or Facebook or whatever, if you share the reality that you are a hot mess, indeed that's how we do it, because that's who we are. So, and apparently people like that as well. I'll admit, when I've seen people on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, whatever, and they're just kind of constantly this perfect, primmed and prepped and beautiful makeup, I don't know, I almost don't relate to them. I'm like, oh, that's really pretty, but that novelty wears off on me very, very quickly because I'm like, I don't know, you can't be that perfect all the time.
You feel like you're not seeing them.
Yeah.
It is your mask though, because for me, I probably wouldn't, because I am quite self-conscious.
Oh yeah, no judgment, no judgment.
We all have the
for sure.
But I do see what you mean when it's like,
I just can't relate to that person.
Too.
Yeah, the subscribers that I follow on YouTube are usually the ones that make me laugh so much, and
Or again, the people you watch and go, "That's what I thought."
Yeah,
or, that's how I reacted.
Or again, during filming, they're like, "Oh, I'm really sorry, my neighbour's drilling," or like you said, someone shouts out to their kids, and they're like, "I'm filming, do you mind?" And I like that because it makes them more real, more human, just down to earth.
Hey, the main person who interrupts my filming is my own cat.
Yeah, Mary comes through the kitchen door.
Always. He tries to terrify me.
It's because he loves gin.
Yeah. It's like, did someone say BTS? So thank you, xCeleste. We're going to start with your introduction to BTS video.
Okay. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and head over to Patreon where we are 2 videos ahead. I'll also put the link to the xCeleste video in the description, even though I know Army are watching this going, we've all seen.
Yeah, they're probably already subscribers, but
of course we know xCeleste. Where have you been?
Yeah.
First you're late to BTS and now this.
Never late, always welcome. It's all good.
Look at these army bombs.
Isn't it amazing?
How many of you have heard of BTS?
Who is BTS and why are they so popular? BTS is a 7-member group from South Korea. While the words boy band are often associated with the image of screaming teen girls, that is far from reality. First, there's nothing wrong with being a young person showing love for something you enjoy. But what if I told you about 24% are in their 20s, 28% are in their 30s, and 21% are in their 40s? Take a closer look at this age and gender demographic for BTS's 2020 Map of the Soul
I'm a teenager.
Females ages 25 and up made 46% of web traffic, and 31% were males. BTS's fans, named ARMY, will often tell you BTS is not your typical boy band. And why? To get a better understanding, let us go back to the beginning. BTS was created by Big Hit Entertainment, whose mission statement is music and artists for healing. The company, and namely their CEO,
I see the picture now.
Figures that people could easily relate to and grow with. Not immaculate idols groomed amid studio culture, but real boys who shared their authentic personalities and talents with the world.
Love that.
Which is why BTS stands for 방탄소년단, Korean for Bulletproof Boy Scouts. Bangtan meaning to be resistant to bullets, so it means to block out stereotypes, criticisms, and expectations that are aimed at adolescents like bullets.
I like that.
To preserve the value and ideals of today's adolescents. In 2017, BTS rebranded their name and logo representing their growth and maturity, extending the meaning to beyond the scene. The new door-inspired logo symbolizes youth who don't settle for their current reality and instead open the door and go forward to achieve growth.
That's gorgeous.
BTS debuted on June 12, 2013 with 7 members. RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook. All 7 members came from different parts of Korea. So at first, living together in a small apartment was a challenge. Their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, created a method for the boys whenever they got into an argument.
일단 싸워도 된다. 싸움을 두려워하기 때문에 우리 갈등이 커지는 거다라고 가르치고요. 그 다음에 마지막으로는 단 해결은 7이 같이 하는 거다. 싸움은 둘이 해도 해결은 7명이 같이 해라. 하기 너무 창피한 걸로 싸움을 해도 결국은 같이 와서 저희가 이런 문제를 갖고 둘이 싸웠는데 이렇게 해서 이렇게 해결했습니다라고 얘기를 하고 그런 부분들이 이 팀의 친화력을 혹은 시너지를 강하게 만들고 있지 않나.
I already love him.
Over the years, the boys have come to love each other despite their difference in personalities, to the point where they'd feel incomplete with one member missing. They became each other's strength and support and formed a brotherhood.
내 머릿속에는 밑에 멤버들이 있어야 뭔가 자연스러운 그러니까
Oh, that's so
내
cute.
핸드폰이나 지갑처럼 없으면 불안한 그런 것들 있잖아요.
그냥 소중하다 못해 없으면 안 될 사람들이 있긴 하죠.
Oh, his
왜냐면
voice.
넘어져도
Oh,
혼자 일어나는 게 아니라
just
그냥
lovely.
같이 일어난 거니까 좀 생각을 해보면 이런 7명이 어떻게 모였을까라는 생각이 들어요 이제는. 네. 오래 지냈다고 해서 될 문제는 아니에요. 어떻게 보면 운명인 것 같아요. 네.
Was in their DNA?
그냥 운명이었던 거예요. 이거.
Their climb to the top may seem sudden to those who didn't follow their journey, but it was far from a walk in the park. BTS's company, Big Hit Entertainment, started off small and faced numerous hardships, even coming close to bankruptcy.
Oh,
Since
wow.
Big Hit wasn't a large company at that time, it lacked the resources for promoting BTS. Even getting the chance to debut was a fluke. Their debut performance opportunity came about because a music show needed a filler
Love that
for
move.
someone else's spot. Even after they debuted, their performances would often get cut, and if they did make it on air, their screen time was very short since Big Hit didn't have the power or influence bigger companies had over broadcasts. Since they were often not invited to a lot of big variety shows, the company found their own way to communicate with their audience.
Pause it for a minute. How heartbreaking must that be to do a performance, even if you're really, really proud of it, and then to watch the show and it's not there?
You wait till we watch the hardships videos, you will cry. When this video, like I said, it goes over the surface, which is great, but when you go into the hardship videos, it goes more in depth of how they suffered. You will cry.
I mean,
I cried.
I even get a bit upset when I know I've said something and then you've cut it out. And I'm like, oh.
Oh,
But-
sorry.
I worked really hard on that.
Yeah, it was a really good thought. But can you imagine,
Yeah.
like, that's just an off-the-cuff comment, but for them it's like months and years and whatever
Yeah.
of work, and then to be like, oh,
Yeah.
is that like Joey, when he goes to see his scene and his
Oh,
scene
yeah.
gets cut?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
Here's
sad.
my scene, here's my scene. Oh, and he can't tell his grandma.
Yeah,
So he's like, take her out of the room.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's-
I hope a lot of this is kind of ringing bells of obviously what I've been speaking
Yeah.
with you guys about along the way. And yeah, it's just so sad. But you saw some clips there of them being around the little table, and that was
That's so
there.
cute.
And we do have more videos, and it's more Bangtan
Yeah.
bombs and things like that that
Yeah.
we'll get to. So we've got footage of them in their first apartment, which was 1 bedroom and 7 bunk beds, and they had to tidy up when they were going to have a birthday party, and that's really funny. And the little showcase they had there with the press where they're in the white tracksuits. We have a video of that. That's really adorable. That is only, I think, a couple of months after they've debuted, and they wrote letters to ARMY and like kind of to each other, and they all get really emotional. And it's really sweet. So there's lots and lots of footage that is really good because it's plucking, like showing you bits here, but we've got all of
Yeah.
that to watch, which is great.
But it's nice because some of the little snippets from behind we're recognising. Like
Yeah.
the dance move or like little bits. I'm like, oh, I'm sure that was a live performance like that we saw
Yeah.
little bits of. So it seems familiar enough.
Yeah, it's cool. And also, just to say, xCeleste has got a beautiful voice because it's her narrating this.
Yeah.
Her voice is so nice. I don't know if
very,
that's a
like-
weird thing to say.
It's like-
Her voice is really calming. You should do audiobooks. I can listen to it.
What's the thing called? When people do the ASMR.
Oh, yeah.
She does the blood, sweat and tears explanation.
Yeah, she does analysis videos on her channel, yeah.
I'm like, please
Really
allow
good.
to watch that.
No.
Through platforms such as YouTube. By vlogging their journey, they allowed us to discover their
Orem's
personality.
hair.
They also created their own variety shows and often live streamed with fans. They honed their crafts for hours on end, practicing in the dance studio and producing music, returning home at dawn to all sleep in one bedroom. 2 years of hard work and not knowing where they'd end up, they finally won their first music show award. Yet,
Oh,
as
bless
they grew in popularity, they were falsely accused of sajeki, which is when a company buys their own artist albums to boost sales for the charts. That's because people couldn't believe a group from a small company was selling well.
Her
Ignoring
faces.
the fact that a small company
They're genuinely
didn't have the
shocked.
resources to pull off such a scam. These were just a few of their hardships and struggles.
Don't do this.
I created a separate video highlighting their past hardships.
Oh,
I'll
I
link
don't
that
want to
in my
watch that.
description box.
That's too sad already.
Throughout the years, BTS were able to reach impressive milestones while continuing to sing in Korean. They shattered cultural language barriers with music and attracted an international audience. They grew organically by staying true to themselves while building a genuine connection with their fans from around the world. During an era where streaming numbers have gone up and traditional album sales have gone down, BTS has become an industry anomaly. Their latest album, Map of the Soul 7, released February 21, 2020, is the best-selling physical album of the year, and they sold over 500,000 copies in just the United States alone. The biggest kicker? Well, BTS did this without a single bundle. And what does bundle mean? Artists would bundle merchandise or concert tickets with the album's sales. For example, a copy of an artist's
Sneaky.
album, digital or physical, would be included in every t-shirt sale or ticket sold for their concert. These sales would count towards charting numbers and become an industry-wide tactic in the US to help
That's
boost
sneaky.
sales
And they
figures
claim that BTS
and
are
in
plagiarism.
climb up the
Yeah.
Billboard charts. In a 2019 New York Times article, they said
I was about to say
above
about her
half
jumper
the
that she sold with
39
it.
titles that topped the charts last year were sold as part of ticket or merchandise bundles. Without the help of bundles,
But then again,
and
some
driven
people
by
like myself might have
armies
bought the
alone,
album anyway, so I've gone with the
BTS
bundle
were
because then I
able
get
to
this
beat a
and
lot
get
of
this as well.
historic
So
records, such as
Some of them
Michael
would be
Jackson's
legit.
36-year record and the Beatles' 22-year record. While these musical acts are famous around the world, Suga has said it's a great honor to be called the Beatles of the 21st century. At the same time, it's a bit pressuring to be called that. We are BTS. We want to be the BTS of the 21st century.
Oh, well, that's
The
really
members
lovely to
themselves
say.
have always been involved in their music and engaged with their fans, even before they officially debuted. From their debut album, Too Cool for School, in 2013 to their most recent Map of the Soul 7, all 7 members have contributed as either writers and or producers on every album. All of BTS are associate members of the Korea Music Copyright Association, and as of August 2020, J-Hope, Suga, and RM were all promoted to full members of the association. They even create music that's released for free on SoundCloud as gifts to their fans.
Oh.
Much of the work touches on subjects like mental health, youth and female empowerment, child abuse, cyberbullying, self-love and development, and socio-economic injustices.
I've seen
Much
one of
the
those
work is
videos.
also inspired
and
by
more.
past writers and thinkers. Their latest series, Map of the Soul, incorporates psychological concepts by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. BTS is not afraid to use their platform to amplify underrepresented voices and issues, taking numerous risks with their career while receiving backlash from people in power. BTS are also as charitable as they are talented. Throughout the years, members have been donating
love that photo.
individually and as a group. BTS rarely publicize donations, so fans often find out about them if media organizations uncover the details. One of BTS's few public announcements was in November 2017 for their Love Myself campaign. They partnered with UNICEF to create a campaign aimed at protecting children and teenagers from around the
Oh my
world,
god,
with the hope
goosebumps!
of making the world a better place through music. BTS and their company, Big Hit Entertainment, pledged 500 million Korean won and donated
Wow.
3% of the income from the sales of physical albums of the Love Yourself series, along with 6 other fundraising initiatives, including the Love Myself merchandise, where 100% of its proceeds were pledged to the cause. The Love Yourself series, which contained 3 albums total, sold over 7 million copies worldwide. On September 24, 2018, BTS was invited to deliver a speech about the Love Myself campaign at the United Nations General Assembly. On January 15, 2020, Formula E announced their partnership with BTS to help combat climate
Oh,
change.
wow.
On June 3rd, 2020, BTS tweeted their support for Black Lives Matter. A few days later, Variety reported that BTS and Big Hit Entertainment had donated $1 million to support the Black Lives Matter movement. When armies got wind of the news, they matched their $1 million
Wow.
donation.
Well done, Army.
For hours. My
Yeah, just-
goosebumps
wow.
won't go away.
Oh.
They won't go away.
Yeah, there were times when I was like, ooh.
Oh god. I've got like the shivers now.
Yeah, they when Army found out that they pledged and they gave $1 million to Black Lives Matter, Army said that they would all fundraise and match it. And I think the goal was obviously to match it, but I don't know if their initial goal was to match it within 24 hours, but that's
Yeah.
when they did it, which was amazing. And they even got a shout out from James Corden on his show, because it was just such a phenomenal kind of goal to reach so quickly. So James Corden gave a shout out to Army on his show. So yeah, and they've been giving to charitable causes, whatever is, I mean, because then they've got their own individual money, so they can do what they want with it, but they do give to charities, each of them, whichever they want, and they just do it quietly. They don't need to tell anybody, they don't need to make a show of it, and so people don't even know which they give to.
What's the thing? They're doing it for the right reasons. They're not doing it to look good.
No, and there is a video that we have of when they were fairly recently after debut. It must have been 2015 maybe. They split up into two groups, and JKV, Jimin and RM go off to a classroom for children of poor parents who don't have a lot of very much means, and they sit in with them and they do a day of classes, and they all start mucking about and whatnot, looking after the kids. V loves kids, by the way. And Sugar, J-Hope and Jin go off into a very poor part of town, and they go and visit some old people, and they go and visit this little grandma, and they go and put insulation in her home because it gets really cold in the winter. She can't afford insulation for her house.
It's old people.
And they
make me
do
so
it,
emotional.
and then when she comes back and she gets really emotional, and they all sit down and they're all crying. And J-Hope's crying his eyes out because this little grandma's crying and saying, like, thank you so much.
You make me really sad already without you. Don't ever show me that.
Oh, it's really, really
I have
lovely.
to admit, when they said about the hardships video and they showed just two tiny clips of them crying, I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
Dylan, you look emotional.
Oh yeah, see, and this is it. You see, this is why you had to prepare for it, because I've seen all of these already, and it still gets me. So I was like, you two stand no chance. So
to be fair, if you'd said to me anyone had just gone to like a little old lady there and done that, I would still probably bawl my eyes out. But
yeah, but again, that goes back to the culture in Korea is about the collective, not about the individual. So when they're talking to this little old lady, they call her harmony, which is grandma in Korean, and even though they're not her grandma, they still call her harmony, which they call her grandma because they talk to her as if, and she refers to them as if they're like her grandsons.
Aww.
Because that's the feeling in Korea.
I got that, like the collective, when he was saying about the if there's a fight between two members, it's settled, like everybody
them.
talks about it because it's for the benefit of everyone, and that would be very different for us. Like say we had a disagreement, it would be for us to sort out. It wouldn't be that Jenny or Kat should necessarily.
But then there could be
but
potentially some missed learnings from it, especially if we were in a situation where we had to have our BTS mansion and we did have to live together. No doubt we would have to come across some learnings and some teething to get to that smooth kind of team vibe. So I think it's really smart, even if it was something between two, the fact that everyone needs to be aware of it makes everyone learn about it. So I think it's very smart. And you got to see, Bang Pidinin. Lovely Bang Pidinin.
I love him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's amazing.
I want to watch videos about him and what his journey was, or what really happened to make him go, hang on a minute, what the way it's being done isn't right, and I want to be different.
Wanted to leave JYP, yeah.
I think it was Jin that said it's like if his wallet or his phone, if they're not with him.
Yeah.
I get that because if my phone's not nearby.
You feel naked, don't
Yeah.
you? But it's a really good association to say, like it's like your arm is missing or something.
Oh, I did love V's voice when he was talking, because obviously we hear them singing a lot, and when they're doing the guys, they're all kind of talking on top of each other, but just to hear him speak, I was like,
So as soon as you said the
Gorgeous
guy, I
voice.
was talking to him and I'm going, give me that,
Give it up. Yeah, that's so fun. Yeah.
Now, these are just a couple of their acts of charity. With their socially conscious music, BTS created a new
So
band
pretty. Look how they just
eyebrow
moved
went
their-
up.
fans from different national and racial identities. This led to the emergence of bilingual ARMY volunteers who translated BTS Korean lyrics and videos in their language almost real time, making the content immediately available to non-Korean speakers.
Aww.
We may all speak
Thank you for
different
everyone that did
languages,
that.
but their music and their message connected people from around the world with different ethnicities, background, gender, and age. BTS has also expressed their love and respect
Oh, now
for
he's
ARMY
doing it.
countless of times, such as always mentioning them first during speeches, responding to fans on their social media app Weverse, showing their appreciation for ARMY projects, halting rehearsals for the Muslim prayers in Saudi Arabia. The youngest member,
That's so
Jungkook,
good.
even
That's
got
that
a
respect they
fan
have for
tattoo
other
on
people's
his hand.
views.
Together with ARMY, they grew as individuals and as artists.
저는 굳이 영향력을 주는 거창한 것에 안 원하고 그냥 저희를 보는 분들이 행복하고 웃을 수 있다면 그걸로
팬이란 게 진짜 뭘까 막 이런 생각을
Wembley.
하거든요.
I've walked down there many a time.
때문에 저희가 무대에 서는 거라서 그 봐주는 사람들을 위해서 노래를 하고 무대를 하는 거기 때문에 결국은 우리는 그 사람들한테 진짜 감사해야 되고 무대 하나하나에 최선을 다해야 돼요.
간단하게 얘기해서는 가수를 하고 있는 어떤 제일 중요한 이유인 것 같아요. 저는 뭐 방송 활동도 물론 쉽지 않지만 진짜 콘서트는 그냥 제가 이 방탄소년단을 하고 있는 이유가 맞는 것 같아요.
That's amazing.
참 다행히도 내가 원래 하고 싶었던 메시지 하고 싶었던 음악들을 하고 있어서 참 다행이라고 생각을 해요. 그러기 때문에 되게 그렇게 살고 있는 것 같아요. 긍정적인 에너지를 주죠. 일단 이 일을 좋아하는 거, 이 일을 사랑하고 너무 좋아하는 게 되게 큰 영향을 주는 것 같아요. 왜냐면 이 일을 하기 싫고 실증이 나고 하면은 무대 위에서도 나타나기 때문에 이 일을 굉장히 사랑하기 때문에
Yeah, you can see they really love it. It comes across.
할 수 있고 노래를 할 수 있는
계속 와서 응원해주는 모습 그리고 이렇게 저희를 진심으로 좋아해주는 그런 표정들 힘들 때 그런 표정들이 저에게 더 힘을 주는 것 같아서
저희를 알아봐 주신 여러분들이라면 여러분의 꿈이 아니더라도 여러분의 삶, 여러분의 인생에 언젠가 저희의 존재가, 저희의 음악, 저희의 무대가, 저희의 삶이 여러분한테 아주 조금이라도 아픔이
Why did
되기라면
they just get
199, 98,
knowledgeable?
97으로
I think they're old souls.
Yeah, they have to be.
존재의 가치는 충분합니다. 정말 사랑합니다.
I
really love you too.
Their love for ARMY has also helped them decide on re-signing another 7-year contract with Big Hit Entertainment.
Oh, I didn't
They mentioned doing it for their fans and not for money. So while people often discredit BTS's talent, likening their popularity to superficial aspects that come with the image of a boy band, it is their development of personalities and sincerity towards their art and their fans that made their fandom the size and reach that it has become. I hope people will come to realize that BTS is more than just their singing and their dancing skills. They're not just performers, but artists who have healed and inspired millions of people around the world. For a deeper dive into BTS, please refer to these websites, apps, and ARMY accounts to stay updated. We're also working on more video projects and a website, so stay tuned.
That was beautiful.
Thank you, xCeleste.
Yeah,
Very
well
good.
done. I felt emotional at the end when she was just talking about them. I was like, that was beautiful.
I like that she gave the list. She's like, here are like fan accounts, who's this, that, and it's just
The resources.
yeah, but it's I don't know. Just feel like with BTS and bar the odd tiny little percentage that the negativity there is, everything else is just so inclusive, and it's it's just love.
Feels like a community.
Yeah, it's like I didn't do this on my own. Go find these people as well, and it's just that paying it forward. That is how it all feels, and it's lovely.
Yeah, very nice. Good. I mean, there was lots of snippets in there of videos that we haven't got to yet. And the social life I'm seeing, I only know one of those. I want the rest. It's like they are on the list, and there's
I am desperate to see what they did about cyberbullying. because that's such a
Yeah.
that's the most, I think,
That
terrifying
links
thing
with their song called Light, which
about if you would like perspective, like being a parent at some point, that's a horrifying thing to think about, because that's where everything is now.
Well, I think
But
it's
also
that,
the-
you know, you think your kids are safe at home.
Yeah, they're not anymore.
And that's what's taking it away.
Yeah, and the female empowerment. That's, I absolutely need to.
well,
see
we've
that.
touched a bit on that already. Obviously, like we said with Black Swan, with their songs being gender neutral,
Yeah.
them wearing skirts and corsets and things like that. So they're breaking barriers by not just talking the talk, but they're actually walking the walk. They're showing it. They're actually doing it, and they're saying, "Look, this is." Break the gender stereotype of what you define as masculinity or femininity or whatever. So yeah, and it's really good as well, because some of the things they do when they give to causes and things like that, it's there and that's what it is. It's black and white. That's what they've done. But other of these messages, I think, are subliminal reconditioning. Do you know what I mean? Like they haven't said we're wearing corsets in Black Swan because we're breaking gender neutral stereotypes, but that's exactly what they are doing, and yet. You know, people will see that and they might be like, oh, that looks really good. And, you know what I mean? So they're doing a lot of stuff without having to say it, but they are doing it. And they're doing it because that's what they want to do.
You feel like if you said, why are you wearing a corset in that? You kind of get the picture they're going to go, because I wanted to.
Yeah.
That's as
Or
simple
you
as
couldn't
that.
even question why are you wearing a corset in that, because they're like, oh my God, that looks so good.
Yeah.
And it will be really lovely, obviously, not our generation, not the one before that, but the ones that are just, this is their introduction into music is BTS. They'll look at it and they won't question it. It won't be a question. Why is that man wearing that, or why is that man, or why is that woman doing that? Because it takes away any.
They're breaking the
preconceived
barriers
notion.
now for younger generations to not have those
That
conditions.
is what I aspire the world to be.
You said at the very beginning, you said you really like artists that use their platform, so that's good. But what I love about BTS is they weren't given a platform. They almost had their teeny tiny platform. Everyone's scratching and trying to take it away, but they were still just like, hell no. We are making our platform. So you know what I mean?
held on to their beliefs. They knew what they wanted to do going in, and I feel like they weren't gonna stray from that.
Yeah.
And they deserve ultimate respect for that.
And it's true. I don't think that I think they're like old souls. I think they're reincarnated. I'm not sure what I believe, but I just can't imagine that those are 20-something-year-old guys, you know, and they've been on this train of this journey and these messages even from the beginning when they were teenagers, and it's just amazing to think that they are young men. I think they're old souls. They have to be like reincarnated. They're so smart. They're, you know,
because they will have only have had a really small pocket of life experience to draw all of these bits from, because they would obviously then taken away, they would have been training, and they have very different life experiences, but not the typical.
No,
to be able to relate to everyone.
But it's so relatable,
and
so
to relate worldwide is not an easy
Yeah.
thing either.
no, they're so sweet. When they went and they performed in Saudi Arabia, one of their songs, for example, Bapse, we haven't got to that yet, but I've mentioned to you.
Get warned.
I've mentioned to you that there's some body movements and whatnot, and it's a bit it's sort of, and they know what they're doing, and they flirt with it, and also it's awesome. When they went to Saudi Arabia, they toned down the body language of that because they knew that they were going to a very conservative country, and
It's
so
like
they
paused the
they
concert
paused
for
their
prayer
sound
time.
check
Yeah.
for prayer time, so that it wouldn't clash with the call for prayer that goes out in Saudi Arabia. So they're
I think
so
it's very
respectful.
respectful,
Yeah.
You don't have to agree with absolutely everything. You just have to,
Respect someone's decision to do what they're doing.
Yeah.
and that's all the world needs. That's literally all the world needs, is just to understand and just be kind.
It's that whole, if they're not hurting anyone, just respect
Yeah,
their choice to do what they're doing.
They can do it. It's not hurting anyone if they're in a corset or whatever.
And that's it. So you never know, whatever the path may hold for BTS, I'm hoping that there's 7 chairs in the UN for all of them, because we need their influence. You know what I mean?
I can get 7 chairs around my table. I'll take them.
It's not quite the UN, but
we can discuss important topics.
I did think we were going to get a little snippet of RM's speech, and I was waiting for it, and then it didn't happen. I was like,
we have got that though. We have got
I
it.
really need it. And then, I just feel like she's just teased me for all of this other stuff that
Well, we can watch the hardship videos now if you think you can handle
No,
it.
I'm
No, I
not
do. I
ready.
didn't think so.
I'm scared to because obviously watching it along, it's difficult, and I'm sure if I watch things like when you're in your comfies and
there's no holding back.
I was scrolling through videos on YouTube, and obviously BTS videos come up now, and I'm not allowed to watch them. And one came up, and it was Yoongi's hardships, and he looked like, I think he might have been crying in the picture. And I literally messaged JD a picture of it, going, I can't, I can't. I just want to pull him into the biggest hug and never let him go.
Yeah, no, literally, and it's there's so much more to do as well. When you saw their faces when they won their first Music Bank song for I Need You, that was just a song winning a category. But when they first got their first Daesang, which is like the big artist of the year and album of the year, song of the year, those are all the big ones. When they first started winning, I'm going to try and find the best, ideally what I'd really like is a compilation of all of their winnings, awards and their speeches that go with it, but I haven't quite found the right one yet. But they literally can't believe it.
Yeah,
they're literally like, did you call our name?
Genuinely shocked.
Yeah.
They need to have like "We Are the Champions" played over it. That song, I feel like that was always done at like any awards.
Yeah.
You play at the end of the season when you win the Premier League.
Yeah,
I'd know. I've been there for a few.
But yeah, that's the song that makes me. It's very happy, but it makes me very emotional. I feel like that's what those wins would be like.
Almost, yeah. But that's another video that would make you tear up as well, because they get all emotional. When
we're going to do the hardship ones, can one of you just tell me to bring like a big cozy jumper?
Okay.
And it has to be our last video of the day because of makeup.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just one with like a hoodie, and I'm just
okay. That's fine.
Or like a pillow, or I might need to bring my bunny.
I might have to take Shooky out of the box.
Okay. That's fine. That's fair demands. Yeah. We will do that.
Okay.
Good.
So that was the introduction to BTS by xCeleste. Again, the link is in the description. If you go over to her channel, and I might head over there and see if there's any that I'm allowed to watch yet.
Yeah, I was thinking
like
that's why I want actually her Instagram just to have a good nose around and very interested.
Okay. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next one. Bye.